Okay, so this video then is on the subject of getting yourself a domain name for your website. Now, before you can do that, of course, you need to know what the subject matter of your website is going to be. And in the Power of Free Toolkit, we cover in extensive detail the process of researching a potential niche, both in terms of demand and competition in that particular niche area, so that you can identify a niche which is likely to be profitable. Your domain name should contain the name of the niche or something very closely related to it, and for the purposes of this video here, which is showing you how to get a domain name, I have chosen the subject of infrared landscape photography. If you don't know what infrared landscape photography is, just as a matter of curiosity, I've done a quick search here on Google Images, and well, what you can see here is pretty much what it is. It's very niche, it's very specialist, but nonetheless there are lots of people interested in it. I haven't actually done a full analysis on that niche to see if it will be profitable, but for the purposes of just showing you how to get a domain name, we'll use that as it's as good a subject as any. So let's see if we can get a domain name then for a website specializing in this particular niche subject, which is infrared landscape photography. Now, there are many companies on the internet who will register a domain name for you. In this particular example, we're looking at a company called EasySpace. They all work pretty much the same way, and the process begins with a blank box in which you enter whatever domain name you have in mind, and simply you type in whatever you have in mind and you choose whether you want it to be a .com or a .info or a .biz or a .whatever else. .com, I would suggest, is what you stick with. Most people recognize that. So let's go with this blank box here and see what we can enter into it. Now, we had in mind something like infrared photography or landscape photography. Let's just stick something in randomly, so infrared pho, Graphy, and then you simply click search, and it gives you basically some results. So it's doing its searching here to see if that particular domain is available. So we can see that infraredphotography.com is not available, so we're unable to buy it. But it's showing you what the other options are. You could have infraredphotography.co, or let's have a look, or .me or .biz, or and so on and so on. And you can also see what the prices of those would be. Now, I've narrowed it down a bit and I've become even more niche specific, and I've called it infraredlandscapes.com, and this is available. And it's available at $20.35 per year, so not exactly going to break the bank. So you simply just select Buy Now and proceed. I'm just wondering, out of curiosity, how much GoDaddy.com would charge for the same domain name. So infrared landscapes.com. Let's see what they have to say. Well, there we go. So GoDaddy are offering it the same domain, infraredlandscapes.com, for just $11.99 per year, so pretty much half price. And once you've completed the transaction, you will receive an email from the company from which you've bought the domain name, and that email will contain various pieces of information which you will need. One part of it will relate to emails. It will show you how to set up an email address on your domain name. So, for example, if your domain name was infraredlandscapes.com, you would be able to set up your email as being something at infraredlandscapes.com. So, for example, you might choose it to be admin or info, or perhaps your name, John at infraredlandscapes.com, for example, could be your email address. The piece you particularly want to look for is a section relating to name servers, and the email should give you 2 name servers. And in a further video we will go into how you go about setting up a hosting account. But just so you know, when you set up your domain name account, you look at that email and make a note of the name servers. When you get to the hosting account, you input those name servers into the name server section. You will see 2 little boxes, just like looking at here. One of the name servers goes in there, and the second one goes in there. You press submit. It takes about 24 hours, and after 24 hours you will then find that the domain name which you have bought is then associated with the hosting account which you're using. So in effect, you are then hosting your website on that domain name, or certainly as far as the rest of the world is concerned. When they type in www. your domain name, in this case infraredlandscapes.com, they will see whatever you have on that particular hosting account. Now, in the Power of Free toolkit, we explain how you can go about hosting your website for free. So it doesn't cost you a penny to host it. So in fact, the only cost you will have incurred thus far is the cost of buying your domain name. Hosting is free. So in the Power of Free toolkit, we'll explain to you how you go about getting the hosting for free. And of course, we also explain the rest of the strategy behind the whole business and how you can get all the software you need for free, how you can obtain products for free, and everything else you need, including the business strategy, in order to make monthly income from this business without incurring costs. Okay, so if you've been watching the videos on the newsletter thus far, you will know that we've been building this website here, and that so far we've done all this for free. We've got the photographs for free, we've got the template for free, and all of the work involved in changing the various links and text and photographs and so on was fairly straightforward, even putting on the Buy Now button. And in this video we've seen that in order to get the domain name www.infraredlandscapes.com, it has cost us only about $11. So all in all, not a big price to pay for a fully functional website. I'm very happy to show you a preview of the Power Free toolkit so you can see exactly what's involved and how much content there is in it, particularly in relation to sourcing products for free and also the very important topic of marketing your website. There's not an awful lot of point in having a fantastic domain name and a fantastic website if no one actually knows that it's there. So in the Power Free toolkit we go into the subject in quite some detail of how you go about marketing your website without incurring any cost. So I'm very happy to show you a preview of the Power Free toolkit so you can see exactly what's involved in it. If you simply click on the link below, I'll be happy to show that to you now.